Well, hello there. What's up, everybody? What are you doing? Sorry, I haven't been on much lately. I've had a little tickle in my throat. The weather changed, and uh, not a big fan of cold weather. Thus, thus the South is where I belong, but it is a little chilly for me, and I probably smoked too much marijuana and too many cigars. It's more that I'll blame it on myself. It's not necessarily the weather, although I do not like it so much. Uh, green eggs and ham. I do not like green eggs and ham. What's up, Anna Maline? What's up, Amara K? What are you doing? Yes, Zeb is fine. Everybody gives me a different name. You may. Zeb, Zen, whatever. I don't know. Guru, something. What's up, Christopher Lee? I had a couple topics I wanted to do for a show earlier, but I've been waiting for a package coming. And I didn't want to have the show interrupted, but I'll just assume it won't show up until later, anyways. How's the voice? Or the how's the audio? Good, 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 good. As you know, I just wait a few moments for some people to show up. Anyways, I had some ideas for some shows, and you have certain ideas on your mind, and then they just vanish. Like 4 or 5. I had like 4 or 5 shows I wanted to do, and now I'm just at the this feeling that I've been watching this guy's Instagram channel, and it's him just saying shit is getting weird, and it's really interesting to hear him. Like, he does little snippets on the weirdness of reality. And I've been feeling, obviously, if you haven't noticed it, it's like when maybe you were in the 90s, maybe you were a baby in the 90s, grew up in the 90s, whatever. Maybe you grew up in the 80s, I don't know. Maybe the 2000s, but you watch some cartoons, watch some movies, and it was so ridiculous. You're like, yeah, that could probably never happen. Like, I don't know. That's just silly. That could not be the future that is in store for us in 3-dimensional reality. And yet we're sitting here. What's up, Alexandra? What's up, AO? Yet we're sitting here in this reality that is so defunct of any sort of reasonable, rational, like, when people say we're living in the movie Idiocracy, you can't stress that enough. It really is. It's part of it is unhinged idiocy, and part of it is strategic manipulation by intelligent people that use it to the detriment of the general population and to their own benefit and everyone's detriment. There's those people that are organizing it to get ill-gotten gains, And then there's just the general public that you're like, what is going on here? What are you doing? What's up, Alexander? Brain fart. What's up, Dave? Hey, when the going gets weird, the weird turns pro. Yeah, I've been pretty well. You're a pro weird. You're out there pro weird. I'm I got my PhD in it. So that's what I kind of want to. I will. I'll probably. This will probably spill into a couple of the other topics I had in store. But it's a strange culmination of things in the entirety of our universe. That it's like, see, and I always have to bring this to people's attention. I live in New Orleans, so weirdness is abound, and it always has been. It's like, for cities, they're like, hey, keep Portland weird. Like, yeah, if you got to say you're weird, you're not that weird. Down here, it's been that way for a long time. It's a very, like the idea, I've always thought of it this way, the idea that this place somehow votes Democratic, yet it's the most liberal city on the planet, liberal enough to do whatever you want, wherever you want, however you like, and people respect each other for it. And somehow it's voted into like a democratic city. Oh, it is hardly. There's nowhere here, except for the few people that are sitting in their houses that have nothing to do with the public sector, that have nothing to do with the service industry, that have nothing to do with the city is. And it's a very, that's always ironic to me. But from the standpoint of just strange things, maybe it's not as strange to me because like seeing someone dressed up as a furry, I've been watching that for 20 years, but seeing people do it online in different cities and making like a whole thing about it, and then like everything is going, it's strange out there. The thing is, I think at least here people were artists to begin with and they weren't stupid. Now you have stupid people trying to be quirky, trying to make a go about life online and in person too, that have no business. Like, please don't do that. Like, just stop. I watched some kids try. What's up, John Shamanic? I watched some kids online try to have a dance battle. Two very, 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 very white kids. But it was so awful that I could see that neither of them, they were the kind of kids that wouldn't ever be embarrassed by this, because I don't think they were actually human anymore. I think they had been so disenfranchised to the human condition by parenting, by schooling, by being ostracized by their classmates because they were weird, by the amount of, you could tell the kind of food they ate. They already had terrible eyesight. They were chunky. You could tell they had a pocket full of tater tots, that they ate SpaghettiOs for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? They just weren't, something was not connecting in their brain at all. They weren't human. And I was just like, and that's such a standard thing now. It's such a standard thing to look around and go, that thing is not, it's a human body. It's got a brain in there. I know there's something going on, but there's no emotion, no compassion, there's no thought process whatsoever. If you said fix, like, solve this, there's no, unless they've already gotten the formula to solve a, here's here's the math formula, here's this. They couldn't figure something out. And it's more and more people like that. They become very uh, reliant on somebody else's here's how it's done thing. And the craziest part is that you cannot blame them. You can't blame them. Where'd everybody go? Everybody just left. So, everybody just dipped. You can't blame them. It's like, you can't help them. I mean, you'd like to. You'd like to. How can you help those? you immediately have to take the candy bar out of their mouth. You'd have to put them into a certain system that would allow them to explore and flourish and blah blah blah. How's that going to happen? Their their home life is trash. Their food, the things they consume, what they're staring at on the TV, their little internet stuff, they're no good. The music they listen to is trash, hot trash. Everything they consume through all their portals is trash. How would you fix that? And then the people that are actually in any position to help are just get over there. No, don't help anything. Reminds me of this Louis C.K. joke. It's not even a joke. He's like he goes. I wish I could tell you that this was a joke. This is the truth. This truly happened. And he goes, I'm walking through the through New York City with my niece, who is I think he said she's like seven, 7, 8, 9, probably like seven, I guess. And there's a homeless guy, and he's sitting in the street begging, whatever. And he's walking down the street with her, holding her hand, and she goes, Uncle, we got to stop. We got to help that man. He goes, oh no 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 no, we just keep walking. And he's like, and I'm laughing. He's like, because how do you explain to this little girl that obviously it would be great to help that guy out, but there's no way you can. Do you like? Do you know why he's sitting there? Do you know how many drugs? Do you know lifestyle? Do you know how does he want to change? What? There's so many things. How many riddles do we have to go through? It's like, yeah, we should help him out because isn't that what you teach kids? Help people out. Each one teach one. Treat people like your brethren, your sisters. And then he has to be go. What am I going to explain to her? Like, okay, we helped him. Let's do that for everyone that we see. We wouldn't be able to walk down the streets. You would never even finish what you were doing. You wouldn't even get. What's up, Just Frank? Yeah, just buy a TV, drink a beer, watch the game, remember to go vote. You're not worth. Yeah, you're not with the program, man. Ah, Amara, is my voice screwed? Was it the audio, or was it just because of the? Ooh, let me know about the audio again. Do I gotta restart the mic? Oh, one world, not one word. Okay. Oh, you heard me say that before. Okay, I got you, Amara. Okay, okay, audio's good, good, good. Okay, so Amara, the thing about, yeah, of course it is. There is absolutely zero reason for a border anywhere. All land is everyone's land. We're supposed to be taking care of the land. You'll know. Here's how you know where you can and can't go. Can you go there? Can't you go there? It's pretty easy. If you know that that neighborhood is beyond the tracks and the kind of people there will be, doing this type of thing, you don't go there. It's pretty easy. It's an organic thing. It crops up easy where you'll figure out what the borders are just based upon general instinct. Well, that looks like not a good area. Don't go there. These it works the same way with flowers and with uh, fruits and vegetables and with animals too. They flourish where they should, not where they shouldn't be. So getting rid of the. I mean, the idea of a one world institutionalized government to overlord everything is garbage, obviously. But a small one world, again, this is the idea. Go really research. I don't know why no one got into this years ago. Everybody forgot about this like it doesn't matter, but it does. Go look into the Venus Project. Remember when the Venus Project came out? The Zeitgeist. Go watch the Zeitgeist stuff and the Venus Project and the ideas of what that is. Value systems, like real world intrinsic values. Ugh. There's a minimum number of laws that are needed. Everything else will come out of a very um, obvious respect for the area that you're in. Once you get rid of, like, you go watch the movie Time with Justin Timberlake. Great movie. Great movie. It gives you an idea where you can and can't go based upon how much time is left on your on here. It's funny that I have time imprinted on my finger. Maybe my time is whenever the ink runs out. Anyway, so the idea is once you equate time, that everybody has the same amount of time, and somebody has the same everybody has a similar amount of time, a similar amount of money, similar amount of access. It's accessibility. Once you do that, you flatten the playing field. You bring the things to commonality, and it allows people to from there you'll know some people are gardeners. Isn't that why people had the last name Gardner? Because their family were gardeners. Bakers, guess what they did? They were bakers. So if you are something, if what you love doing, that's what you'll do, and where you'll be, and what you're in the space you respect. And if you don't want to be involved with that, you go, well, there's the bakers over there. Well, you don't like baked goods. You know what you don't do? You don't go fuck with the bakers, do you? You don't. You organically it would get put into place. There'd be no hard and controlled and stiff borders. There would just be, this is landmass. Hey, you go over that hill over there. There's the hill dwellers. This is what they do, and there's the poppy fields. You want to go work in the poppy fields and behind poppy seeds all day? Well, see if they have room for you. Whatever. Uh-huh. Yeah, just Frank. Yeah, what is right for the collective? It's like doing what's good for the collective does not in any way assume that there's a larger hive mind at work. You know indiscriminately, instinctually, what is good for the gander. What is good for the goose is good for the gander, is good for the tribe. You know that. No one doesn't know that. Right now, under this, if under the system now, the way things work is I got to take care of my family. I got to feed my kids. What's more important, your children or those people over there? There's no one that's going to say those people over there. No one. So if what you need to do is go borrow something that they have to feed your child, you will do that. Let's get rid of that. Now, doesn't it that change people's ability to perceive each other, and to if somebody says, "Oh, I wasn't robbing from you, I was feeding my child." Perception. I wasn't robbing from you, I was feeding my child. Changes everything, doesn't it? But if the television says they just stole from me, well, they stole. Well, I have a child. Oh, so then you just say, well, does this person not want to share and feed your child? Well, I don't have enough. Now it's this whole. But that thing changes immediately. You get rid of barriers, and allow a certain amount of untethered access to an open source economic forum. Hey, but what the fuck do I know? I'm just some idiot. The reason it's a bad idea is the overarching control. In every movie that you've ever seen, there's always people trying to take more for themselves, and you have less. That's the dilemma. You need lawa to make sure I don't become selfish. What is that? The law of one? Are you saying the law of one? Or is that an IAWA or LA? I don't. Hey, just Frank, I don't know what that means. Oh, you need laws. Okay, laws. I got you. Yeah, you need more. Well, see, there's another thing too. TV turns into something more exploratory. It's not one dimensional. Let's tell you something. It's here's some. You should have more opinions as long as you got actually different opinions. You'd have actual education and opinions that matter. It could be used that way, right? What's up, Danny Skylark? Justin Timberlake and the word "great" are oxymorons. I find them pretty awesome. I don't see the problem with the cat. I never have. I can't say that I. Maybe I just haven't. Maybe I'm just not tugging on Hollywood's nutsacks all day and care so much what the fuck the people in media are saying that they're doing because I don't really care either way. But maybe I just haven't followed his career close enough to nitpick at every fucking thing he does. If you followed anyone's life and nitpicked everything they did, everyone here is a piece of shit with a gilded golden crown around them. Beautiful people. The center of them was a giant turd, though. Who cares? Get the fuck over it. Justin Timberlake is fine by me. Like he needs to know that. A kid that was brought up in the system, you can't blame that kid. See, that's the irritating part about most people, and this is why I will defend Hollywood because fuck most people that get on that like make fun of or like, oh, those people are evil. Fuck you, Justin Timberlake. You know what? He was born into it. What the fuck other? What do you think is going to be going through his head? He grew up in the Walt Disney fucking what club was it? The Mickey Mouse Club. All those motherfuckers that came out, they were 5 years old in the Mickey Mouse Club. I don't know what the fuck they went through, but that's definitely some mind control. How the fuck do you think they're gonna turn out? You can't blame them. But as far as I can tell, what I can see, what he says and how he acts, I think he's an okay guy. So fuck you for thinking that, Frank. You brought sexy back for $8. It only cost you $8 in Boston. Ah, shit. But school, Danny, you making another baby? What? Stop. Stop. Don't you have like 30 of them now? Everybody stop making babies. We don't need any more. Let the planet die off. We don't need any more babies. I'm against it. I want to see the end of the world where like the what movie is it called? Oh man. There's literally one woman, this black woman that has a baby. It's the end of the world, and no one knows that she had a baby because they didn't think the planet could be repopulated. What's the name of the movie? Somebody help me out here. I know you've seen it. It's got Gerald Butler in it, I believe. Gerald Butler. And so they're like, holy shit, she has a child, and no one knows this except for this people trying to save the baby so they don't take it into the lab and do whatever the fuck they do. And and so the whole population is like completely. Everyone's like, well, there's not going to be no species after us. So everybody's, you got the people in the scientific kind of clean white. We're working on how to recreate this and do all this, and then you have the people that are like, in the outback, underneath the stars and muddy and dark and blah, and they had the baby there. I was like, what is going on here? What's the name of the movie? Somebody got to tell me. Oh, yeah, just right. That's the good one. Yeah, you got a virtue signal by saying certain things. I can't do it. I can't. It's too obvious if I try. I don't. Wouldn't it be obvious that I don't support so many different things that I'm for? Like, I'm this weird dude that's like, hey, maybe everybody should just treat each other exactly how you feel about them, and then you can have a conversation and move forward and progress as humans. That'd be weird, dude. What's up, Victoria? Yo, yo. I'm in a Carnival. This one, right? Is this what we talking about? This thing? Yeah, we have our own TV. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Your subconscious mind. You could, yeah, it's the televised projection of your mind. I still will never be against media in any ways. I'm not against music. I'm not against artwork. I'm not against television because music and artwork equal television. Is it bad the way they use it most of the time? Yeah, it's fucking awful, but a lot of it's really good. We've learned quite a lot from it. What's up, Divine? What are you doing? I know, I know. Frank, thank you for nitpicking me. Yep, this is your life and goal. Your humble servitude towards the great creator is to nitpick anything I say. Timberlake is. Oh, that's your problem. He's been stealing your work, and he's putting it out as his own. You better talk to his business managers about that. Well, here's Frank. Luckily, the idea of media that is now it has grown into a grassroots thing where, as long as it's not the major media outlets, the influence of the filter is less and less. I mean, as long as people are aware it exists, then we can look at it through different lenses. But all media is not through those lenses. Not all media, not anymore. And all media means a device to do creative art project with. You know what I'm saying? Like what you ask somebody that paints, you ask somebody somebody that's an artist, you say, what's your media? They're using different media to get it done. So that lens is only because those are the people that control the major tentacles of it. But everything else, the other offshoots, I know plenty of people that are not in any way attached to such types of artwork or medias. You want pagan TV? Okay, well, let's start that one up. You want to do that? I know I'm live. What the fuck are you talking about? This is as pagan as you can get, right? Frank, all you want to do is drink piss and talk about poop. Bad influence. Yeah, so this is what alternative media is, which is funny because whenever people bring that up, I'm like, out of 6,000 videos, which is probably has accumulated about 15 to 20,000 hours of my time producing. 20,000 hours. Do you know how much time that is? And I've probably mentioned those things 0.001% of the time. But because it overrides everybody's mind that I'll talk about Ayurveda, and then what are you talking about when you say Ayurveda? And then I'll say, well, do you know about Shivambu? And then what do you mean? We're using weird words. Okay, drink your piss. They go, he said drink piss. He's ruined it. He's ruined it again. Now is he going to talk about bidets and poop? Is he going to be humorous? Is he going to just be? I thought he was some like wise wisdom keeper guy. He's supposed to be. Why is he? Why is he like this? And no, this isn't piss, by the way. It's a glass of wine. No black entertainment boxes in each house would be great. Yeah, I'm as I will always stand by. I am not for dismissing technology in any of its fat forms or facets. I'm not going to tell anybody to get rid of their knife. I'm not telling anybody to get rid of their television because there's too many good uses for a knife. There's too many good uses for a television. I mean, I love more than anything going to a tavern that doesn't have a TV in it. Like I used to go to a lot of like little corner dive Irish bars and this and that. There's all sorts of bars that I go to that don't have TVs. They're weird places. People conversate, people interact. It's great. But with that being said, like Just because you have a television doesn't mean you need to turn it on or not have it covered up. It can be a source. It can be a source of information. Like, is this not a source of information? You could put that on your motherfucking TV. And what should I not be on your TV? Of course I'm on your TV. If even it's on your computer. Your computer's your TV. Your telephone, it's all the same shit. So I'm not against it by any means. I'm just use it when you need to. Don't use it when you don't need it. I'm gonna sit here driving around in my car that I don't need. Just leave it on. Yeah, I hear you about the conversation. Great conversations, man. Yeah, Frank, that's the you have sex with hundreds of women. You suck one cock. What a great joke. Yep. Hey, Victor, Viera, can I talk more about how all of this sort of is sort of our responsibility to figure out in some senses it being childish to keep poisoning ourselves? Um, hmm. In which way are you suggesting this? Because there's no way to there's no way to avoid the poison of this world. There's no way to avoid it. So you're better off at least um, observing and knowing how to dose yourself with the poison. Let me try to explain this. If I know that when I go outside, there's going to be fumes from cars and blah blah blah, and there's going to be um, all of the smells and the noxious gases. And it's gonna be raining down all of the heavy metals they put in the sky. I'm not avoiding that, am I? I know that I'm gonna have to talk to really not intelligent people. That's gonna be, it's gonna be all over my ear hole, and I'm like, that's a pain. That's a poison. You know. I know that if I go out and eat somewhere, I can. There's no way anywhere I can be 100% sure that the food that I'm getting is anywhere near completely pristine. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's no way of avoiding anywhere you go, anything that you're going to get on a bus, you're going to touch the handrail. That's disgusting. Am I saying to go lick it? No. What I'm saying is that if you know that you're going to be um, interacting with poisonous, noxious things, maybe yourself should know what that is. You should be able to, you don't get through this life unfazed, unscathed. It doesn't work. You don't just live in daisies and da 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 da. So you're better off, as I'll say for the third time, you're better off at least having acknowledgement of it and participated in it to some degree. And if you are an alchemist, what do? You take things that might singularly be no good, but if you put them together, they become very good. There's all sorts of things that if you take like separately, they're poisons. Together, they're very good. So it's a matter of taking things in the correct measures. And yeah, I mean, of course, it's our responsibility. But remember, hear me out. You can't have you don't live on an isolated island. There is no self. There's no. Everyone goes, I want to be self-sufficient. No, you don't. You can't be. It's impossible. Every way that you live is reliant on someone or something else somewhere doing something. I live off the grid. No, you don't. Where'd you get your phone at? Yeah, it didn't come off the grid, did it? How are you making those videos? Yeah, shut your fucking mouth. How did you make your I'm off the grid. I got solar panels. Who made those solar panels? Did you do that? Oh no. Did you make those batteries? Those battery cells you got there? No, you didn't do that. How about those wires that you're not off the grid? And as soon as those solar panels shit the bed, how do you get new ones? You gotta go back the grid for that, huh? There's too many people that don't understand that even the smallest things that you think that disconnect you from reality to make you self-sufficient, motherfucker, nobody out here is self-sufficient. And why would you want to be? Isn't the whole purpose of coming to life to be like communal to some degree? Oh, I know, Amar. You know how the funniest thing about that, I could fix this like that, just drinking piss for the day, and I know how much better I feel. But isn't there something? Maybe I'll tell you what it is, but I'll give you the. Isn't there something to it about being sick? And I'll tell you what it is. Probably for most people, when you were a child and you felt sick, your mother would go, "Oh, stay home from school. I'll take care of you and give you chicken noodle soup and coddle you, and you didn't have to deal with the bullshit of school." So the association of being sick is actually feeling better because implied within sickness is becoming healthy. Implied within sickness is being comfortable because no one wants to go to school because obviously we already know how disgusting the thing is. But it's an association that. So even though I know, when sometimes I'm like, okay, I could just fucking drink piss right now and I'll be good probably in about 12 hours, maybe less. I'm like, oh, okay, well, it's cold and rainy. I'm gonna be inside anyways. Fuck it, I'll just sit here and cozy up on the couch, put a blanket on, and yes, black boxes matter. Thank you, Frank. Is the Ouroboros negative, positive, or neutral? Uh, the Inky brothers, he said, equal and the serpent. Um, you'd have to give me a little more of what you try. The Ouroboros. I mean, let me think about it. Let me just give you a second to. I mean, I would suppose it's a it's a neutral ionis. It's an ionosphere. It's plasmic. It's a discharge of energy. I would probably consider it in the neutral range. You could probably go walk into it, and it would probably cleanse your body if you walk through it. I don't. I mean, doesn't it look like it would? It looks like, man. Let me walk through that shit. I'm gonna go see what that feels like. So I would say it's probably in the neutral. Most people that I know that they say there's three things. There's not two things. There's three things. The mother, the father, the child, the up, the down, in the middle. There's that triangulation of things. And so for every positive and negative, there is a neutral point. So you got your car in forward or reverse. No, there's also neutral in the gears. And neutral has there's nothing there, but there's a lot of power in neutrality. Like two people are fighting, like, pick a side. Like, bro, I ain't taking neither side. You two beat each other up. I don't give a fuck. And then the person gets beat up. Why did you take my side? Why would I take your side? Maybe I think they're right too. What even battle you want me to fight? I think half of what you're saying is right, half of what you're saying is right. Maybe you two figure that shit out. So fuck the law. I already know half of you is right, half of you is right. So I got 100%. I'm 100% right. You're 50% wrong, and you're 50% wrong. Maybe figure out where you motherfuckers are wrong, not me. I got no part in that bullshit. I've had people many times do that to me. Tell you a long story on that. If you something I was actually meditating on a couple weeks ago. About a couple times trying to play white hat or big brother or protect somebody or take a side, and how that fared out over a couple of actions, over a couple of years. Mara, you watch me on the TV. Thank you, thank you. It's always weird for me to think about because I see myself on this tiny little 2 by 1 inch thing right here. Yeah, and I have put myself on the TV before. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. That's an interesting feeling, I don't if you've ever done it like just for yourself, just to like, oh hey, there's me. But then I go like, oh shit, there's a lot of my there's a lot of my stupid face out there. There's a lot of things that I've said that are right there that you can put on that thing. Like I remember about 5 years ago almost. About 5 years ago. David Mannion. Mr. Mannion. Maybe if I call his name 3 times, I should. Mr. Mannion. Mr. Mannion. He's like, I didn't know him. I didn't really talk to him like a couple times. This is 5 years ago. I don't know. I wasn't really maybe it wasn't that long, but it's quite a while. And he goes, He goes, bro, you're on the fucking big screen at the bar. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, this is the bar I hang out in Ireland. And he's like, I told the I told the bartender to let me put you on the big screen TV. He's like, you're on the big screen. I was like, oh Christ. Like, so what do I gotta fucking say right now? Who the hell am I talking to? That I always find kind of interesting. Like, who the hell am I talking to? Yeah. Well, poison organic foods grown in poison soil. I mean, all soil is shit, but I get what you're saying. That's a longer talk to have that I don't want to do right now. Well, there you go. Just Frank, there you go. Drink your piss and grow carrots in your own and poop. Yeah. Well, as long as here's that would go into the last thing you just said. Depends on your diet. Your diet will this is why actual cow poop is really good for the earth and will grow things and mushrooms and cow shit, and you'll get healthy vegetation. Versus if a human's poop in that field, well, humans' diets are garbage, so the things that come out their asshole not going to be as close as they should be to organic matter to turn into, you could take all sorts of animal poop because they're so far removed from the plastic and blah blah blah. We've been doing it for generations on a daily, regular basis, eating the worst shit possible. Animals haven't been doing that, so their poop still is good. That topsoil where there's no reason human shit is garbage unless you've been having an okay diet, and then you could get away with using it. Yeah, poison in the medicine. Your poison becomes your panacea. Yeah. What's up, Christopher Lee? Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Christopher Lee, say word. That y'all better do something about that. Are they trying to open up the? Whoa, dude, this what are they doing? Are they replaying the thing? Remember the whole last reset? What they did? Because they want to reset anybody's brain that had any clue of what was going on in the last before the last reset, and so they put everybody in. Where did they take everybody? Here you go. Christopher said they're planning on mandating psychiatric medication for those refusing. So they kill you with medication or put you into an insane asylum. Y'all better learn from history. I don't know. Yeah, you Canadians better get off your whatever you guys are doing and do something. That's. I ain't saying real Americans ain't gonna be having. They're not going for none of that. No sir. But it seems like you Canadians are really kind of you're letting this the slimiest of used car salesmen tell you guys are well, you're nice, you're cute, I like your what's how do you even you guys are too nice up there. Get your hockey players to go do something about it. So how are they planning on doing that? Especially when it's already been proven that that stuff is not only ineffective but pretty harmful. How are they planning on doing away with that? Yeah, Frank, off the grid means if you're fully off the grid, that means nothing that you know of society exists. Then go ahead and go live in a cave and go boogie boogie waka waka tui. Here I found a seed, and we plant it, and hopefully I survive until this thing grows. I'm no, there's such a small number of people that are on this realm that are completely off grid. And who would want to be? Just to you wouldn't. That's not where we started. That's the point. That's what they forced them to do. They would have never went that way. That's just how they became. It's not better or worse. Uh, it's the fact is What's better is the capacity to have technology to use it for lines of communication, open source. You advance society with the ability to communicate. You can't communicate with those people. So you can't help them and they can't help you. Their knowledge of all the trees and stuff, and medicine men and this and that, but they have all sorts of problems too that they could be assisted with if lines of communication were open. But when you destroy communication and information, what the most important thing in the world is information. Information is more powerful than anything. If you have information, you can find out where water is. I mean, and what's more powerful than water? If you're fucking pissed, you already have it on board. But let's just say you don't want to go that route. Okay, water. Okay, what do you need after that? Well, I know you don't need food for quite a while, so probably house, clothing, food, right? It's somewhere in there. We've gone through the Maslow's thing, but we'll cross the board somewhere in there. You got to group it all together. You can't be just walk. You're not going to be walking around all. Well, I have lots of knowledge. You can walk in. We're going to walk in a fucking business meeting nude with mud all over yourself. Like, well, I have all the knowledge. Hi. You ain't gonna. No one's gonna listen to you. Black Sun. Is Kanye right? Don't ask me such an obvious question. You already know. You already know what I know the answer is. You already know what the answer is. What am I going to say that would be different than tell you the truth? You already know what the answer is. I'll tell it to you this way. What did Kanye? Have you listened to everything he said right around that time? What did Kanye do? What did he do? What did Kyrie do? Kyrie did nothing. 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 And what now? Why is that even a thing? Two of the biggest names and celebrated Native Americans. Native Americans. Kanye. I don't know what set he claims. I don't know if he knows his tribe for real. I mean, I know he knows tribes of Israel and all of this. But go ask Kyrie. He had feathers out his hair. He knows his tribe, his American tribe. What did he do? What did he say? Why shut their mouths down? That's the worst thing that could ever happen. And then out of the blue, who just to answer the question fully, one of my favorite comedians. Let me remind you this. I think he's hilarious. I mean, I've never met him as a person. I don't. I've heard I heard he's kind of a fucking something or other because he knows some people. I don't know. They're comedians. People get along differently. But Ari Shafir, amazingly hilarious. He's a goofball. He's hilarious. He came out with a show just on the back of what just occurred called Jew. He did. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's outstanding, and it's. I think it just hit like 5 million YouTube views. Yeah, you can believe and feel any way you want, but you never met him. You have no stance on it. So for me, like I fucking like the guy. If I met him, I'd fucking high five him. I don't know. I'd spin a dreidel with him. I have like no idea. But to answer your question, is Kyrie and Kanye wrong? I'm just gonna say they're not wrong. But I'm saying no one knows fully, truthfully the history. All I will say this much. I will not speak on the matter because I don't think that I'm from that land over there. I think I'm native. I don't know. I'm adopted, so I cannot claim. I claim nowhere. I can't claim a place. But I do know as much to say that Native Americans and the African theory is backwards and wrong. There's no The slave trade did not happen as we were told. I can tell you that much. Just to sidestep the whole conversation, the slave trade didn't happen the way you were told. The brown people were already here. It's about the size of it. Divine, what's up? Simplifying your life of stuff. Keep throw, give, and auction. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, well, I've simplified my life. I have a backpack, and now I got to go figure out where to live in 10 days. Oh, so if you guys want to, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, very much helpful. TSAR, capital XEN. I'm in the middle of trying to figure out what I'm doing next month because I was supposed to be catching a place with a friend of mine and having like and just sit down and go fuck, because then I'd be good for the next year lease or whatever. And I got pushed back until January. So now I'm sitting here going, fuck. I have like 10 days to figure out where I'm going for a month. So I'm like, I mean, I lucked out in a couple of accounts where I got a little bit of, I got a friend coming into town and I got a couple bucks. But it's like, damn, I might have to fucking spend way too much on an Airbnb that I don't want to spend because of my other shit got pushed back a month. So, life is life, man. I don't know if I can know what to do. Is that what he's trying to do, Daddy? Make a Pegasus with people. There's another reason he's pissing people off, huh? Yeah. Is Kanye's a tool? Perhaps he is, but then you must assume that everyone is, and that then you would be no different than Black Sun. then you must be more of a tool than he is, because how's your life going, bro? You know what I mean? Like you're still banking on the same fucking fiat currency that you've been sold anyways. you know, Everybody wants to do that. Anytime anybody that sheds a little bit of the MK Ultra programming and tries to bring light to people, even the ones he's trying to help, you want to diminish him. That's fucking retarded. Crypto pusher. What kind of money would you like? You want to carry around your bags of gold that you don't have? That's mad corny, Black Sun. But if you want to, just go ahead and call yourself out for being you're a tool pusher, right? I mean, what do you do? Honestly, like, what do you do for a job? What do you do other than like shit on people that are trying to help? Fuck out here with that dumb shit. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, Victor. Uh, what he said? Yeah, I mean, it's just the general. He said something anti-Semitic or something. I don't know. Like, for me, I just don't care. It's just like it's not that he said something that was necessarily. I mean, maybe he did. I don't fucking know either. Is the point? It's that if they do that, whatever else he says becomes in. So if he's doing some good things like trying to get people to have their own currency and trying to get people to own their own land and blah blah blah, then they have to squash that first by killing the character of the man, and thereby killing the character of the man, even if he didn't say anything to the degree, or if he said something. If you listen to, I've listened to a good part of the interview, but I only I heard somebody take something out of context, because if you listen to the whole thing he said, and then I heard him say something very powerful in the other direction. So it's I'm not gonna go. I already said what I'm gonna say on it, because I take no sides with any of them, because in all, I probably am Native American and Jewish. What the fuck am I gonna do about that? Just right. Yeah, real Canadians will say sorry and thank you for the free, and they'll take some good poutine with it too, huh? They'll take some good cheese curd fries. Brazil. Brazil. The comments and big media on YouTube are kind of people aware of decarbonization. Victor, I don't know what that means. I mean, I know what decarbonization means in the sense of the literal word to remove carbon based something, but like I don't know what that means in common nomenclature, tongue, just the way you'd say it. Well, see, Divine, that's the thing is government is never paid for health care. Government is always paid for sickness care. There is no health care in government until there's preventative care, preventative medicine, preventative or things that will inspire health. I don't want to hear about it. It's sickness care. And even they're paid for, then all of a sudden you're all on drugs and your government's taking care of it anyway. They're just drugging you. It's not that's not health care. Granted, and I'll go about it this way. There's plenty of people that a small amount of what's done in the sickness care community, in the people that come down with a very bad sickness somehow. They get a broken bone, they have a trauma, they have some major injury. Those doctors, those nurses, very well much deserve everything they do, and they need to be there. They're very important. However, the rest of it, the 90% of it, it's all trash. It's all idiots that eat all the stupid food that go to the doctors to get the solution for the problems the food caused. So that's not healthcare. I don't want to hear about it. It's stupid. You think a lot of what do you think that okay, here. I cannot use those words, but what percentage of people are for or against that in any country? It's hard for me to make a an honest assessment because of the circles of people that I run with. I don't run anywhere with any circles, but you know what I mean, like the kind of people I interact with. I know a few things for certain. I know who has and hasn't been sick. That I do know. I know who has and hasn't died. And judging by the way that I'm saying it, I think you know the answer. Yeah, Divine, that's awesome. See, you lucked out up in Maine. We should all take a trip up to Maine. It's all just fucking take a beeline to the coldest place on earth. I mean, don't you guys have like more bars per capita there than anywhere in the world? Is that Maine? At least you got your lobsters. You lobstermen. I mean, if I was invited up there, I'd come help you on your land, Divine. I got a strong back, pretty good. I got myself a nice green thumb. I could really, I could really, and I like a good fire and a hot chocolate and some whiskey, maybe some brandy. Euthanasia. Euthanasia is now legal in Canada. 20-year-old with depression recently killed herself under government supervision. 10,000 in 2021. Can I have a drink just to deal with that? I mean, I don't need a drink. I could deal with that meditating. That's 10,000 people decided just to go because of depression. Hmm. What do you think that was? What do you think? Just by the way, what do you just? I want to put a little just so we can put it side by side. Before it was government supervised euthanasia, how many of those would have just been suicides? And how many people would have chosen suicide anyways, but they didn't have the means or felt comfortable doing it? Where that to them they go, I'm done with this. I mean, because Canada seems like a shitty place to live to begin with, just in the sense of how cold it is. Like, how the hell do you motherfuckers do that? Like, especially now with your tyrant, overlord, dictator thing guy that the prices going through the roof, can't find housing. I seen a video the other day that it was a 10-minute somebody just driving down through Canada. I forget what city it was. And they say, hey, where do you think this is? And people were just guessing at it. Say, no, this is Canada. And it looked more disgusting than Kensington, Philadelphia. It looked more disgusting than parts of New York City. It looked more disgusting than Los Angeles. I'll be right back, y'all. What's up, Gary? What's up, Gary? Oh, you heard it. You heard it. Ari's is great. Good, good, good. He should have won. He should have. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing. You know what's you know what about here? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something that I'm gonna give you guys some homework. Here's your homework. And I'm telling you, I think Ari Shaffir is a bigger part of the comedy of this realm than you fucking realize. And I'm gonna show it to you. And you're gonna at first you're gonna be like, no fucking way. And then I'm gonna have to explain to you what occurred. Okay. Do you remember Kobe Bryant? Remember that guy? Played basketball? 24, 8, the coding, the helicopter, fakery, he's a white guy. There's a whole thing there. But Kobe, remember Kobe dies, yeah? Right before Kobe had died, there was I don't know if it was right before, but it was pretty close. There was an interview done with Kobe saying, "Hey Kobe, who's the greatest point guard you've ever you've ever played with?" And he goes, "You know who it was?" And then they do this little cut scene, and it's this guy that he apparently played in high school with, and it's this Jewish guy. And it's kind of like a little bit of a joke, but saying, Kobe going, oh, it's this Jewish guy. And this Jewish guy, if I were to tell you that it looked exactly like Ari Shaffir with maybe a little bit of little makeup on, a little bit of, you know, you know how good Hollywood is to show you in the movies, like, makeup and what somebody can transform into. You know how good they are? That's not even the best they can do. So let's just say, look at this. Kobe said the favorite point guard he ever. I'm going somewhere there with this. Listen to me closely, Kobe. Kobe says it's this guy. His name is it's some funny name. It's a very funny name, and it's not even a. You could tell the guy's Jewish. So the guy is now in the audience, and so the guy sitting there goes, "Hey Kobe, who is the best point guard?" He goes, and he looks at him. He smiles. He goes, "Well, it's actually you." And he goes, and it's like a joke, but it's real because apparently this kid is Kobe's point guard from high school, huh? But it's Ari Shaffir. I would put money on that shit. Now, what happens? Kobe dies a few months later. After this is aired, and Ari Shaffir comes out and uses the most based, fucking blatant, absurd, disgusting joke about you can't make fun of Kobe. You can't make fun of someone dying. Except for Ari already knows Kobe didn't die. That plane crash was a joke. It was an airplane crash that was black, and then the thing that was in the field was blue and white. Like, what are they talking about? Like, it's all a joke. And so then Ari did this thing, and they canceled Ari. They canceled him over a Kobe Bryant joke completely. He was the worst ever. Fast forward till right now. Kyrie and Kanye both get which one? Not ACLU. The other, the Jewish people that you can't say that. You're bad. even though they can say anything they want because they control the media, right? So fast forward to those two people saying something that is somewhat, if not, I mean, I don't even. Kyrie didn't do or say anything, but they put them on a pedestal. And as soon as that happens, and now they're the big talk of town, who comes out with a special? Literally called Jew, Ari Shaffir. This is not some crazy cockeyed fucking half thought up, half cooked mashed potato conspiracy bullshit. I'm just telling you a fact of the matter. Follow the fucking steps here. And now Ari out here with one of the biggest specials immediately. And people didn't know Ari. You had to be a fan of comedy to know Ari. You had to be. And even then, even after he got canceled, nobody really paid attention to it. They didn't give a shit. And then he just came out of nowhere. Somebody asked him, how long you been working on this? He's like, oh, for years. For years. And he's like, oh, here's a good time to drop the special. Why would he? Because he dropped it. Like, he had to make plans to do it a long time ago. Perfect timing, huh? Could you imagine being such a pile of shit that you took a few dollars every time one of your neighbors got poisoned, drugged, and maybe mutilated, and that you were happy doing it? That's that's something else. Dad, Black son, yes, I know, right? Oh, that's good. That's good. As long as you understand using tools is the right way to be. Oh yeah, subscribe, hit like the button, donate, please. That would be. I don't say please often, but I'm kind of in the fucking scurry mode to find a new domicile. I just got to come up with a little bit of just for a month, and then next month should have a place. So there you go. I'll receive much love and a weekly newsletter with common disinformation. Yes, you'll get much love no matter what, even if you. But somebody else will send you a newsletter, not me. Ooh, celebrity urine samples, T-shirt, pictures of me in various states of undress. Whoa, just Frank, I like what you're doing here. Yep, you can do that. Um, I will make sure that I give myself a proper scrub down, and I'll do a couple. I'll do some exercises prior to. I'll get a little buff. Maybe you guys feed me for a week, and I'll put on like 10 pounds, and then I'll give you my best fucking fireman pose or boxer pose. I don't know. Yeah, Amar, I know what you're saying. What up, Skull? But again, to me, the whole entire thing is it's no different than playing the red team versus the blue team, red team versus the blue team, and playing the natives or the Native Americans or the Moorish people versus the Jewish people or whatever. That's just another game that if you're part of the whole thing, I don't care if you wear a fez or if you wear a yarmulke or if you wear a hat, if you wear a funny hat, you're connected in some way. They're they all come down from one of the symbols. They're all under some sort of authorship, right? They have like a leader of their pact. So when you say a leader of a pack, like a wolf, and they're PACK, no, pact, PACT. It's why I don't really for me, I just don't find a lot of reason to identify a nationality because I don't participate in this nation worship bullshit. I don't like the flying of flags. I think it's silly. I think it's stupid. If there's land there, take care of it. If someone's house is there, don't fuck with it. So, I mean, why the fuck is this shit so difficult for people? The old 20s strongman? Yes, yes, yes. Then we get the actual the dumbbells with they're circular. Hey, well, cheers to you, Skull. I don't have any cider because cider is as much as I love it, um, it'll give me hives, yo. There's too much. Same thing with red wine. Red wine and any cider they put the fucking what's that shit called? Why do I always forget the name? Sulfites. They put sulfites in it. Sulfites are no good, man. Sulfites for whatever reason fuck me up. Even when I've done major cleanses, uh, liver, gallbladder, and I'm crispy clean. Now, as soon as I drink that, it's no buenos. Right. You want to be on a special pineapple rainbow trans team. Oh, yeah, referee. Okay, yes, yes, yes. 10% judge, 90% mental. I'm all for that. Cheers. Hey, thanks for showing up, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Of yeah, Danny, you got it too. Sulfates make you itchy. Yeah, they're no good. They're like heavy metals and some other kind of weird shit. No, it will immediately give me like a heat stroke. It'll make me like I have a rash. Yeah, no, it's no good. Naturally occurring sulfites in red wine are fine. I could drink red wine at a nice restaurant. Anybody want to take me out to eat? Come down here, take me out to eat, and we'll go to a nice restaurant. Get me a good glass of. We don't really need to do that. We'll go to a nice store and we get a shitty store and get a nice bottle of red that has no sulfites added, the organic varietal sulfites. They don't bother me. Rolling naked in pink insulation makes you itchy. I yeah, I that I wonder how many people even understand that feeling at all. Like you saying that, like obviously you never have. Nobody really ever has. But if you've been in those places, does anybody know what that means? Rolling naked in pink insulation. Does anybody even touch that shit? Oh man. Oh, that's fucking tiny little shards of glass all over your skin. Like who's like, hey, just take the tiny shards of glass and put it put it with the stuff that looks like it looks like we should be at a festival having some sugary candy. Oh man, because I know someone's eaten that before. I can only imagine how bad that's gotta. The Pink Panther insulation. Oh man, I've actually been up in um, attics without any protection on because I just something needed to be done, and I'm like, I'm not putting a whole fucking suit on. I did. I paid for that for the rest of the day. Yeah, yeah, that's no fun. Uh, what is lupini? Does that mean you're looping your pee? Diamatesius Earth. Well, enjoy your chili dogs. You got hot dogs. Well, how come you got hot dogs and you got chili dogs, but the chili dogs ain't cold? Actually, chili dogs make the hot dogs hotter. Why don't they call them hotter dogs? Because not only are you putting stuff on there that is hot, but is also hotter, especially if the chili is hot chili. Or when they call it like hotter dogs. I'm going for that. That's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. Peace out, Just Frank. Be special in the non-retarded kind of way. I will do my best at that. Oh yeah, yeah. You gotta if you're gonna work with that into any degree, you better fucking whole bodysuit. Oh, you don't want that anywhere near you. Uh-uh. That's no good, girl. Are you getting radiated again? Hey Danny, have you ever thought about just going the other way? Just don't give a fuck about anything that you're eating anymore and stop trying to be healthy. Maybe you're focused on being healthy too much and it's making you unhealthy. Maybe just like fuck it. Fuck the fuck the diatomaceous earth and the protein lupini powder, poopy pants and the pea protein. Just fucking I don't know. Eat avocado soup with chicken parts. Does sound kind of good though. Well, chicken avogamino is good, and then avocado. Like, what is that Mexican that Mexican soup that puts the avocado in it? Is there a specific name for it? Anyways, what are we talking about? Danny, I am made meatloaf and mashed potatoes last night. Good. Sometimes when you type, it makes me laugh so hard. I am made meatloaf and mashed potatoes last night. So good. Well, you know what? If you changed made to MAID, it would be like you as a in a maid outfit, but made of meatloaf. Hey, I'm on fire. What up? Oh, I smoked way too many spliffs and tobacco products a couple days ago. We'd be like, what's today? Friday? Oh, it's today, Saturday. Oh shit! It was like it's been a while. Yeah, I got a little bit of a raspy throat the next day, and it got cold. So it got cold. Smoked way too much. Whatever. When the kids smoke these days, gas. I was smoking some tobacco product, like a black and mild, and then herbs, and then smoke that shit, and I don't smoke that much weed. I don't smoke that much tobacco really. And I woke up and it was cold. So between the cold and then getting a little itchy throat, and I've just been kind of raspy. Mm-hmm. Uh, your reflection looking well. Thank you. If you're my reflection, I'm your reflection. Looking good. Thank you. I this is this is as terrible and shitty that I've thought that I've looked in quite a while. This is me downtrodden. This is me with a blanket on in a cold. I can't get the temperature in this house right. Check me out. Look at me. I'm just gonna be under this little blanket here. This is how I'm sitting right now. I'm sitting here like a fucking dying old man with a raspy throat, drinking fucking hot toddies. Well, I do have some. I can make a hot. It wouldn't be a hot toddy. It'd be a hot tea with a little bit of milk and uh, and some vodka. That's what I was drinking. It was helping this. I didn't have any honey though. Oh, anyway, so yeah, yeah, yeah. And I can't get the temperature in this house quite right. If I set it up to because it's cold out, if I set it to 80, is that wrong? I don't know. Well, not 80, excuse me. If I set it to 70, excuse me, 70. It heats it up to about 73, and that's too hot. I don't like 73. No, 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 no. Even when it's cold. But if I turn down to 69, it just seems doesn't get up past 66. It's just this really weird thing it does because there's high ceilings and the house is quite, um, I guess, drafty. So I can't quite find the correct temperature. It's somewhere between 66 and 73 at all times, no matter how I set the temperature thing. Should I turn it off? No, it doesn't work. If I turn it to cold, it's only going to get too hot and then cool it. If I turn it to heat, it gets too cold and it heats it. So I'm just in this kind of, do I put the blanket on and just sit here and just fall over and die? You know, that'd be cool, I guess. So this is my life right now for the next couple of days. I think about another week and a half here. Danny, bro, I pretty much am the maid here. I love how you spell maid wrong again. But if you're maid there, I mean, that's actually probably right too. If you're maid, M-A-D-E, it means you're taken care of, which you are. But if you're the maid there, M-A-I-D, then you'd be cleaning up. But you could also be both the maid and maid. Danny gets to speak. Hey, yeah, Danny, go fucking sign up for how we don't need Nancy Pelosi in there. She's gone, right? Go sign up, dude. We'll hire you. Dude, and just make sure that we won't even say it on here, but you know who to help out, right? Make sure you get all that insider trading shit done. Because she never did that. Nancy never did that. Oh. But the thing is, when you look into all the laws and shit, she's allowed to do that. It's completely wide open. No one can do anything about it. Everybody assumes that they are under the same legalese, laws, and rules. No, they're not. You just think they are. That's why nothing happens to them, because they're not under the same obligations. Did I enjoy the high? Sure. I mean, yeah, I'm frequently around. I'm frequently around beautiful people and amazing music, and I always have a drink in my hand. And if somebody has something to touch up, I will. It would just happen to be I hadn't smoked in a while, and then it just turns into. I thought I was going home at like 9, and then all of a sudden it's midnight, and then all of a sudden it's 2, and I got a cigar in my hand, and I'm just like, Chief Queef over here. Yeah. Oh, that's F10. What up, F10? What are you doing? Okay, reflection. I know, right? It's just you've been sitting in your pajamas for 2 days, same ones. That's funny. I was sitting in the same clothes for four, 4 days. I just didn't have a reason to change. I was like, I'd get up and I'm like, and I'd just give myself a good once over. Nah, I smell fine. Looked outside. I was like, nope, it's freezing out there. I have nowhere to go. Like, here's the thing is, I go outside 99% of days to go hang out in public. I don't like being inside. I don't. I like it for the sense of a place to store my things and to have a place to sleep. That's it. But the weather and where I'd be going, my friends all are artists and musicians. And if the weather's bad and it's freezing and it's wet, they're not going to be out. So I'm just going to go walk around the streets aimlessly. That's no fun. And then, I mean, I can go into bars that I know, but then I'm just going to waste money that I don't have. So I was like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm staying inside today. uh, uh. What did you say, Danny? What's the temperature when you're half hot and cold flashes? Fuck it. Oh, you're having hot cold flashes? Uh, I've only had that a couple times. It was like when I definitely drank way too much, you know, and you wake up and you get like, you get the, I think I might have drank too much. I don't really get the DTs. I'm not, I take enough time off most of the time. I drink a lot when I drink a lot, but you know, sometimes you overdo it, especially in this city. And you wake up, I'm like, I'm cold, but I'm sweating, but I'm hot, but I'm, what the hell? I've only had that a couple times. You're actually going through that because you're at that age? Nice. Hey, let me know when you can't pop out no more babies. That'll work. That'll work much better. I think it'll make you happier too. Considering it is Easter, or what did you say that Thanksgiving is your other season of making babies? Pascua Thanksgiving baby, or is that a poopy joke? Like a getting a baby for Thanksgiving? Danny said, "I'm sick as fuck, and don't you ever forget it." You know what? When I first started talking to Danny, when she told me that I was apparently what did you say I am? From what lands, Danny? Apparently your mother even knew where I'm from. What did you say I was Episcopalian? Or the Italian? No. Which one are you? The I do this every time with you because I think it's cute and humorous. What did you Filipino? Is that what you said? I'm Filipino. I'm a kind of tall Filipino, kind of like the king of the Philippines or something. Is that what you said? Anyways, the first time I talked to her for a long time, years and years and years ago. How long are we, Kenny? How long have we talked or known each other? How many years? It's been quite a while. And she seemed a lot. She never seemed as crazy as that now. How crazy I know she is. Maybe she was less crazy then. Maybe the new crazy has just infiltrated her aura. She got a whole new level of crazy in her. I like how Amara said, "I'm serious about the occult. I think you might find meaning." Oh, she knows very well. Yeah. Well, I think no, that's not why. That was all planned out. That's so fucking obvious, Skull. That's so obvious. Yeah, once you see it on the media, you know it didn't happen that way. She was going anyways. She's been there for 50 fucking years. She's croaking, she's done. She's done her job. You know, they can put someone in. The point is, everyone across the board, they're like, we need to get rid of her now because the faith in her, which has never been there, but now it's to the all-time low. They're just like, all right, we got to replace her. She's good. Whatever. She already knew her husband was like, or whatever. I don't know. I never really followed the whole thing, but no, they had to get someone new in there anyways. And they're the next person they put in there is going to be just as bad. And they're just not going to look the part. They're going to look like they're going to say something better. So you want a new shiny suit wearing motherfucker? Somebody that looked and sounded in the beginning like Justin Trudeau. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna put a Justin Trudeau in there. multi-dimensional creature of culture shock. You saying you talk to me so long, you know what I smell like? You can tell what I smell like on different days. Yeah. Oh no, that's really funny you say that because most chicks, like even when I have an obvious aroma, chicks are like, I like what you smell like. They're like, I know what you smell like. Like even after being together, like once or twice. Even though like I don't really have an aroma. Like I don't wear deodorant. Maybe that's why. But I smell like whatever I ate. So maybe for them it's because I ate their pussy. So I smell like them. That's a real good chance that I have brought on some of their aroma. Could be. I say that half jokingly. Ha ha, Danny, that's so funny. You brought, don't say any more about that. But I want to talk to you offline about that a little bit. He was not in a cult, was he? Jesus Christ, that was a really interesting fucking time, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Danny? Yeah, Doe. Trump might be the new Speaker of the House. Oh yeah, bro. You know how many people have called me old Rasputin? Come on, man. If I put my shit together the right way, I look like him. Yeah. And my second favorite beer. I'll tell you my two favorite beers. Go ahead and find these. The first one is Old Rasputin. It's actually my second favorite beer because it's too thick to drink every day, but it is an amazing fucking beer and it's cheap. Old Rasputin. How does it? Wait, he does it this year. See, people thought doing this meant loser. Go look up a picture of Old Rasputin. Do it fucking right now. Put it on my screen. Somebody, where's somebody that knows how to do the screen shit with me right now? Old Raspy, yo. And the other one is called Monk's Cafe. Number one beer ever in the whole fucking world. And I used to get it from, funny enough, yes, I was the kind of asshole to go to Whole Foods. I did. But when I went there, it was only for specific things. And I came across, well, I already knew of the beer. And I looked down and I said, they have Monk's Cafe and they sold them by single bottles. And it was so fucking cheap. It was, it was like, it was frustratingly cheap because I know what it costs to get a six pack from anywhere. And it was cheaper than getting a six pack to get six individuals. It was like, it's like, I don't know, like a $6 a beer at a bar, but it's hard to find. It should be like 10 really. And I was getting these for like, I guess I was the only one that knew because I would go in there like week after week and just buy the fucking place out. And so then I remember at one point, this is probably like 6 years ago, they upped the price by $1 a bottle because I had bought them out that many times. I was like, no, I can't buy this shit from you no more. I mean, not that I couldn't, but I was like, we went from like $2.99 a bottle, like $3.99. I was like, which is, still $6 more for a six pack, but amazing, amazing beer. It's a sour red ale. I don't like red beers at all, really, but I love sour, and somehow this sour red is just fucking genius. A gray house with a green dragon. Yeah, go look up the picture. Somebody look it up and laugh at it. Go look up a picture of old Rasputin on the bottle. I mean, he does it a couple other times in pictures, but you know what? I used to do it so often because people would ask me to. Because they're like, who the fuck do you remind me of? So depending on what I did with my hair and what I was wearing, I'm either getting the Jesus thing or I'm getting the. You remind me. I was like, and he said, fucking old Rasputin. Like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. And for whatever reason, whenever I do that, I don't remember. I think was it right out there? I think it was this one. There you go. Tell me it's not it. He does, doesn't he? The irony, the irony, man, the irony, the irony. Yeah, hey, you guys should kiss hard right in the face. Yeah, Danny's a special kind of witch. Danny is from the you could give them the L rod. I'll be the LORD. Is that what you're going at? You're going to the Lord Rod, Lord Rod. Wasn't that from what movie was that? Rod, the Hot Rod, the movie with who was it? Hot Rod. He I'm trying to figure out who the fuck that was. Anybody help me in the movie? Give me the guy's name. One of the comedians, and he's trying to be trying to take his stunt bike over everything and do all this crazy shit. The Elrod Hubbard. Oh, the Elrod. Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. The Lord. Yeah, you gotta just. It's called. You just gotta place a letter somewhere. LORD. I'll give you the Elrod. I'll give you the steel rod. Hadouken. All right, let me go. Let me go fix myself. I'll fix myself one more beverage, and I'll be back to entertain you. Talk amongst yourselves and reflection and Amara, you two fucking kiss it out or something. And Danny, watch over them so they don't cause any cat fights or whatever the fuck they do. So the reason I'm not drinking a lot right now, and I'm trying to keep this to a very small amount of vino. I'm just trying to get a nice little buzz to keep warm because Grandma Zen over here, little chilly. Trying to trying to maintain a little bit of mental and physical and spiritual fortitude. Um, I have a delivery coming, and it's a gift of a really nice bottle of brandy, and I want to drink. I want to drink some of that. And I know as soon as I have that brandy, it's going to be nice and warming. And I don't want to be drunk off of wine. You know, wine isn't a cold day drink per se. Neither is vodka. I have a whole bottle of vodka. So I just got gifted a bunch of alcohol because, well, I like alcohol. Pretty fucking simple. Now, vodka can be used, but and that might be part of my old Rasputin lineage and my Russian heritage. And wait, am I Russian? No, shit. I'm a Native American and Russian and Jewish and uh, Filipino. There you go. You got it. And Greek also. There you go. Told you guys. Anyways, so the vodka will work, but but I would be a little bit I get a little slurry in my mouth and I'd be a little kind of fucking goofy drunk. But I really want to taste this. And I just don't know what time it's going to get here. And judging by their delivery service, judging by where I live, I don't know why, but I think it's last on the delivery circuit. Look at this. Am I serious? Well, yes, I'm Syrian too. Why are you so serious? Why are you so serious? Hey, hey Amara, why don't you there, okay, Greek, yes. There we go. You can tell there's a little Greek in here, probably. I've worked at Greek restaurants and I fit right in. I drank the ouzo, the chicken apple gemno, the saganaki oppa. I mean, I know all about it. Felt good. I love olives. Anything. Oh man, yeah. Syrian might be right. What's up, base? I do. Well, I don't have tequila right now. My choices are limited. I didn't because I'm trying because I have to move in 10 days. I'm trying to eliminate all my food, and I have to try to. I probably got another book bag. I have to do 2 book bags. It's like too much shit to move every time, so that's why I can't be doing a fucking month to month bullshit because it's just like every month I gotta go. Oh, then there's another how to move the shit, who do I gotta call, what the fuck is Uber gonna cost? Like it just adds to the whole. I mean, it's a fun little game, I guess. Um. Oh, hey, are you still on here, Junie? Can you look up a picture of old Rasputin doing this? Can you look that up and put it on the screen over there? If you're not busy, if you're busy, I know, just sit here and listen. And I'm here to entertain. You're there to listen. I get it. And also thanks for the intro. Hey, for anybody that didn't see the intro, I'm playing the intro again. So fuck all you people. If you weren't here for the beginning, because I know you weren't, you can watch it right now. Ready? Let's begin. Boom, bitches. Well, oh well, there it is. What up, Capitan? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, there it is. His right hand. Sorry, he does it right there. Oh, he does it over here. I used to put it up here. It's over here. Yeah. Once I put that put the hair down. Yes, I gotta let it get a little greasy. He's got a pretty big mitt on him, doesn't he? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. But if I can put this down and let it get greasy, what about greasy? That's a very fucking what was he? What year is he from? You slightly worried? Should be worried, but like I'm a little tired. Like, I don't. This it's just it's gotten boring lately. Like in the sense of like I'm just not. I'm not okay with this kind of struggling bullshit right now. This is not like I've already done all the struggling. Like it's where's my due rewards? Pay me, bitches. Help a brother out. Yes. Where's my angels at? Fucking demons are on my side. Where's my angels at? Help me the fuck out. I'm done playing these fucking games. I'm already helping people. I've done as much as fuck I can, and I can't even produce as good of a quality video as I want because I'm too somewhat like. Oh yeah, I got to kind of fucking worry about not sleeping outside. You know what I'm saying? Like once I'm like, if I were homeless completely, I'm not making these videos because then who the fuck am I inspiring? Yeah, listen to fucking idiot that doesn't have a fucking place to sleep. Yeah, he knows something. Then my life goes into a fucking gutter, and you can go ahead and just you know rid me of this fucking this beyond beyond the paling of a comparison to any kind of ridiculous, silly bullshit you could imagine experience. Had enough of those. It just can I get that thing where cash in my chips, like get the win the lotto, do the thing where I get the nice house, car, and I can help people, like legitimately help people. Ugh. It's a little frustrating sometimes, yeah. With a little milk. Well, you got to send me some of that milk, Danny. Lead singer of Chop Suey. Yeah, I got that one too. Who the fuck is that? What is his name? I do. I did. Didn't we do this the other day about the toes? Anybody want to play this game? Sorry, if you're busy and you don't want to do this, you don't have to. I wish I could do it, but it's so difficult on my fucking singular phone thing here. Takes too much. My thumbs are too big to get it done, and I hit 60 different buttons, and then shit's on and off, and ah. But if you pull up the thing about the toes, the Celtic, the Greek, the Egyptian, and I mean, there's 5 of them, major ones, right? Well, you guys can figure out where you're from, and then I'll show you my toes. Yeah, I do not look like that fucking guy, do I? You tell me I look like Ben Franklin? The United, this, okay, you're shaking it. July 4th is legal tender for all debts, public and private. United States of America. Okay, 100. 100 Fed Reserves. Okay, we're getting rid of, are you saying we're getting rid of them? Which is good. Hmm. Symbolic, well, you're making me symbolically figure this one out. Is this what you're doing to me? Are we we're gonna play that game? Figure out what someone means that doesn't speak of the words, and just shows you symbols. You have to become symbol literate. Hmm. Okay. System of a frown. Oh, Malakas. Yes. Lucky Malacca. I remember how many times they would say that. Somebody would do something. Malakas. Oh man. I spent, yeah, I spent a New Year's at this restaurant, man. That was a good time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Everybody can thank for that intro. You can thank Bass and Bass over here, Tuna Press. Okay, barbershop music. Maybe it's a fucking barbershop you go to. Yeah, on the pole out front, the blue and red pole out front. You probably got dudes fucking stripping on it, don't you? It's the barbershop you go to. Play with me. Okay, barbershop. Okay. Okay. Here's you can tell where you're from. Let me see which. Let me just double check on mine because I had to ask people which one is this because it's like my feet are like they're pretty the same, but I've broken so many toes that I think mine are. Okay, I have. Hmm, somewhere between. Hold on, you guys got me taking my socks off over here. Okay. It pretty much does a straight down thing, right? Like an Egyptian, but then I can tell I broke my toe, so I think it was Greek to begin with. My second toe is longer on my right foot. It's not Celtic and weird. It's definitely not Germans. It's not Mongolian. It's not Norwegian because it's not that sharp. I mean, it's close to Norwegian, but the second and third toe are longer. It's almost Aboriginal, but they're not both. No, no, it's not quite Aboriginal. It's actually, you know what? Honestly, as I'm looking at this, it's African, Roman, Greek. It's one of those three: African, Roman, and Greek. It's somewhere in there. Those are my feet. If you guys want to see, I'll show it to you. You guys want to see my stupid toes? And you guys can decide for yourself the fate of the world. Amara, why did you say all of my life? Christopher, what about you? That's one of my buddies in the quarter. He's the tamale man, and he goes every time he sees you, he says, "I love you, baby, all of my life, baby, baby, I love you all of my life." It's so awesome. All of my life, baby. Sham Sham El Bel Kabamu. Yeah, you like that with that? That's. I mean, they're not. I didn't make it in the intros. That's all thanks to Juniper's. Old Jane Fonda. Chase and Nash, what's up, yo? I mean, he always is, but you know, we all have that in us. What's up, Parcel? What are you doing? Kid the man. Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Give the man some goddamn Benjamins. Pay him, motherfucker. Pay me, bitches. And also, thank you, Parcel, for the dollars, bro. I appreciate it. Hey, boss, if you want to cash and PayPal, Venmo is the description box going across the bottom of the screen right there. Don't tell me you can't see it because it's in the description box, and you know how to get at me for other shit. Here's my socks. I'll send you a pair of my fucking worn socks. This would be like chicks will give away. They smell fine. Chicks give away their underwear. Well, I'll even come in one of my socks for you. Yeah, I'm just not if you're a chick though, because then you could. I think you'd probably unfreeze that or whatever and stick it in your cunt and try to have one of my babies, and I'm gonna have to explain. No, I sent her one of my socks and had semen in it. She stole my semen sock. I don't know how that work. Well, I was trying to show people my feet, and they got curious about the smell of my socks. And I said, my socks smell like your mother's cunt. Did I say that? Oh, which one is this? Okay. To see if you left hand and compare. Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about how gay are you? I have to do this to people all the time. Let me show you how gay you are. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let biology tell you. It's fine. I don't care. I'm just telling you, biology is gonna tell you one thing. So people say they were born gay. To a degree, yeah, you definitely can be. You definitely have a lot more estrogen or testosterone, which is going to influence whether or not you're connected to the smell. And I'll show you. I'll show you how it works. Right on my hand here. See how this one's like super fucking long next to the middle one? This means testosterone. Testosterone. This one means estrogen. You see how like if this one's longer and you're a dude, it means you're a bitch, right? Same here. Look at see this one right here. The ring finger, the Saturnian finger, it's longer. This is more testosterone. I have more man in me. I have beard. I have long. This one here. If this one and this does not take the look at. See, if these two are equal as a man and woman, if you're a man or a woman, with your genital like thing and your beard thing and your breasticle thing, and you make a baby thing. See, if those are equal, it doesn't mean it just means you're more balanced with your emotions and your sensitivities and things that you find appropriate smelling. It's a big one, but people aren't going to understand to begin with because that's a long explanation. But yeah, you'll know right away if you have a longer pointer finger as a dude and a short ring finger as a dude. you got a lot of bitch in you. Meaning you're probably mouthy and you probably get your fucking, you should probably backhand it once in a while. You probably ain't gonna fight back. You're probably a bitch. It's just this thing. Guarantee it. Go ahead and watch how people talk. I guarantee it. Watch somebody with a longer finger right here. Yeah, there you go. Wait, those whose ring finger and index finger are different lengths. No, that's not true. That one's wrong. Somebody put that one's bullshit. That one's bullshit. That's not the that's not how it's, you can put that back up and explain how it's bullshit because that's not how your estrogen and testosterone works. Somebody tried to destroy the actual science, the scientific data that is factual, which is those two fingers. It's like trying to say that a human grows out of the embryo different than it does. No, actually, the first thing that grows is an eyeball in the butthole, and then trying to explain that away. That's the thing. No, the estrogen, testosterone are those two fingers. Your ring is masculine and your pointer is feminine. Yo, Junipers, don't play with me. Don't you fucking play with me. Uh, here, play with here, play. You want to? Here's talk to the hands. Here, take that finger, put that, jam that right up your ass. There you go. Yeah. Well, see, they're gonna go. Here's what they're gonna do. They're gonna go and debunk themselves because then, what is this saying? That doesn't prove anything. Okay, so everyone's the same. Nobody has a penis. Everybody. Okay, we're doing that game again. I don't like this game. We're playing the why is the world so stupid now? Wait, you know how it says scientists try to debunk? They tried to. Not scientists. Scientists just means people that are going through the scientific method. No, these are assholes that are trying to eliminate something that has been commonly known to be pretty correct. There's other things that go into it. One, it doesn't prove that you're going to be gay. It doesn't prove that you're going to be straight. It just proves that you're going to have more feminine or masculine qualities. Your secondary feminine or masculine characteristics will be shown up here when you're in the womb developing these things early life as you're dripping all these chemicals and you're being formed in the womb. They're just trying to get rid of that science, huh? Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Yeah, but it's gonna what's gonna happen? Like, well, what if you how come we never find anybody with a shorter middle finger? How about that? How come we don't see this? Where's the shorter middle finger? Prove to me that. Scientists, I've never seen that. I've never seen someone with two long fingers and one short middle finger. What is that proving? Proving you people are fucking idiots. That's what it's proving. Mars's, Venus's, or Mars's, or both. Zen some beans. You want to do zen some beans? Dance? I can dance. Well, I mean, I'm in no kind of condition to dance right now, but do you want me to do you want me to do like the TikTokers do or the most of YouTubers and shit? How do you do that? Like where I just like do up a dance. I'm like, hey, check me out. Fucking check this out, dude. I'm fucking red. Oh yeah. You stupid. I'm not gonna follow one of your fucking cheesy ass like your dances that you all. What are you doing? You have no rhythm. You have no style. You have no format. Like, what are you doing? You're gonna just vogue all day? Check me out, bitch. Oh, I'm fat A. I'm Vogue. Ho. Oh no, that's Sarah Connor shit. You're like, that's crazy. Who's Sarah Connor? What is he talking about? You'll get the joke when it's ready for you. It's still being cooked. Your brain is not ready for it. Just give it a second. It was a Madonna joke. Okay, I was just saying Madonna is kind of like Sarah Connor. Oh, anyways, do you know Sarah Connor, the Terminator, that whole book? Do you realize who Sarah Connor? Do you know whose mother that is? Can I fuck up your brains, y'all? Let me help you out the storyline. The Terminator movies that came out. Sarah Connor. Who's her child? I'm gonna give you a clue here. Uh, did you guys ever watch The Matrix? What's his name? Neo is Sarah Connor's child. What is it? What's his name? And look at the timelines and the robot wars that are coming. The robots that they're fighting in the movie Terminator. The Matrix was the prequel. Yeah. God, chucked into your beanie. That's so stupid. Oh, that's hilarious, dude. Well, hey, and I'm on fire. Just before I go on with the rest of the shit. Do you know that your boy which one of the Greek gods did everything on mm, uh hold on. Hippocrates did a whole book on it. Whole book on the human body, facial features, size of things, hand palmistry, and going through that and how it's connected to all the planets, and also you could tell people's how they would be in you just use it as a sign or symbol of nature. People with big foreheads, probably thinkers. People with certain there's certain things that are going to show you characteristics about them, and that will most of the time line up. Most of the time, because you have other counterbalances that might take away from that. You might have somebody that has something that removes the capacity to use one of their powers that you would see. There's a just like in astrology, same thing, right? Oh yeah, he's very much a Leo, everything. But then there's like, for whatever reason, got 8 planets that are all in Sagittarius, and all of a sudden that eats up the powers of the Leo that person would be. So yeah, I forget the name of the book, but that's your boy. The Arnold. Well, for me. You saying I got sexy fingers? Oh, thank you. Terminator. There we go. Movie Terminator Genesis rebooted. So there we go. We got another JC. John Connor is JC. You guys got to remember, in these movies, there's a Jesus Christ figure. You got the JCs. You got the JBs, the Joe Kim and the Boaz, the two pillars. You got the JBs and the JCs everywhere in movies as reference. See, I mean, now that I know this, I want to. I haven't seen the Terminator in such a long time, but I want to watch these in order now. Ha 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 ha. That's fucking funny as shit for a lot of reasons for me. Terminator. I'll have to tell you a story about that in a little bit. JCs are everywhere, dog. A sentient computer. Yeah, we got we have to comprehend what sentience within a computer system means. Hey, is there any way you can not make that blue that color? Can you make that a different color besides blue? Because I cannot read that. Can you make it like flip it to like a dark to light, like a purple with white lighting or something? It doesn't really matter, but I think yes, guys, turn it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is Christmas time, and don't we have another movie coming out with was it John Clancy? Oh, oh, who's this showing up in the next scene? Oh, there's some other person in here. Who the hell has showed up in here? Who's who is this with the silly? Who put the AI on their head?
Hi,
Who is this? Why? What have you done?
Chris.
Oh, I know that's you, Chris. Oh, okay. Well, you put a
Christopher
background
Lee.
because it's making your head morph.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, oh, no, it's good. What's up, Christopher Lee?
Everything's fine.
I like your background of Seattle.
That's my city.
Seattle.
No, Amara should know. In
I,
Canada,
hey, let me. I might have to put some headphones on because I have very little. Maybe I don't know if you can turn up on your side.
that's the CN Tower.
Oh, it's the CN tower. It's not the needle and yeah. Okay. Yep. Yeah. There's what's the connection there? You think between the needle and the CN tower?
Oh,
It's got to be
it's
something.
and next to it, it's a dome.
Uh huh.
So that it's the penis and the the dome, the female, and it opens up. The Hello.
Hey, let me put some headphones on. See if it helps me to be able to hear you. I got these sweet no little headphone thingies that well, I never thought they'd work because they always fall out of my ear, but these have been doing me quite the service. I can feel like I'm actually you're entering the matrix. Let me see here. Tiny dubs. Okay, let me see. Say words, Christopher.
Yeah. So
Oh, I don't know why it does not. Why won't it? Okay, let me try one more thing. I think I got to hit a button on here to make sure my phones work. Hold on. Settings, recording audio, alt, my speakerphone, headphone. How's this? Is it looking up? Yeah. Yeah, I know. No, he looks more like a Jackie Chan. That what is it? He's become an elder in this. He looks like, oh yeah, you know who the fuck he looks like now? Uh, you look like the two from Inception. Is that right? It's not working on here. They say one word, but you can't hear me. Oh, you can't hear me.
yeah, I can hear you.
These things are not working. Ah, okay. Well, lean in. You get to look at my. You get to look at me up close. This is better.
Yeah, I can see you and you.
You gotta do this real time live. It's now. Try again. Should be on here. Took my headphones off. You can hear me though. Not if you can.
I can hear you.
Mic check. Is it good on my side? Hey, is my mic? So I try to change that. My sound is good. As soon as I went and changed my thing over to headphones, cut it cut Chris's mic. Yeah, you can hear and see both. F10, you can see both. You can hear us both because I can't hear him. Okay. My sound is good. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to maybe. Hey, Chris, maybe just jump in and jump out, maybe jump out and jump back in. I don't know if by me resetting my headphones it did something to your mic. I don't know why that would fucking work, but derp. Oh, this is fun. I just wish I wish the audio was I could make the audio. Anybody have any clue how to upgrade the audio that I can hear him better because it's very quiet on my side. This is why I gotta like lean in and I'm like all up in this shit. I mean, not that you guys. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to see like all of my little. I mean, I'm pretty good. I don't gotta do any like BRA strips. I don't think. It's just more of like it causes me like who likes to lean like that, trying to sit proper. Okay. Uh, uh, well, whenever Chris gets back here. Um, well, okay, if it already happened in 1999, I mean, Prince told you that, right? It's like, oh, 97. So okay, well, see, here's the thing: is me jumping in like this to read this is causing me lots of strain. Here's the thing: is but is there any way for you to? Me jumping in like, hey, can you look up just the part where it makes the connection from how the Matrix is connected to the Terminator? Like just that page, because this is so fucking hard for me to read. I mean, you guys, if you guys want to scroll through, how about this? Let me go take a piss. You guys scroll through this and fuck around. Chris, talk shit amongst them. Let me go piss and I'll be back in like give me like 3 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Okay, where are we at here? What did I miss? Yeah, Chris, I don't know. Did you mute your mic? Because you're good on my side. You might have been muted. You just might have hit a muted button on your side.
Oh, could you hear me now?
Oh, what do we got? Cyborgs over here? Where can you? I mean, if Chris types something in, you'll have his. Hey, Chris, type something in the. Oh, he already typed shit in the. Click on his thing over here on the right hand side. If you want, if you want to know how to. What's up, Christoph? What's up? What are you doing? Yeah, you. Aftan, are you saying his mic works for you guys? Because I cannot hear it over here. If you're saying unreal, like it's not on, unless it's just my shit's fucked up. I don't know. Can anybody hear Chris?
Anybody hear me?
Hey, let me go finish pouring my tea and I'll be right back. And then I will get back to. I don't know what the fuck happened to Chris's mic. I have no idea. Viewers like these two powerful. Can't do that. Let them talk. Oh, I
Anybody hear
can't.
me? Hello? Anybody here?
All right, nice.
You hear me?
Okay, you guys can. How come the fuck I can't? I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'll come back. Don't worry. Maybe it's on my side that I can't hear him. How do I get rid? How do I get rid of myself? Okay, now can I hear him? Okay, hello there. Mine works. Okay. Why would I not be getting his shit? Guests? Okay, play sound. We got all this shit. This is fun. So you guys can you guys? I'm not trying to over talk, but I cannot hear him. If you guys want to listen to him, have a way.
Could you hear me?
I'm I'm happy to sit here for a second, anyways. Enjoy.
Anybody hear me? Okay. Then you hear me? still hear me? Um, yeah, I can't hear Zen. I, I don't think so. Did anybody hear me? You hear me, Zen? Guess not. Yeah, I could hear myself.
Oh, that's what all I needed. Hi, I can hear you now, Christopher. It was some bullshit on my side. Welcome. Cool. And keep going because I just want to make sure I can hear you.
Okay. Um, so you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Before my shit was fucked on this side. It was something on my side after I did something on Mike's. We're good now though. Have,
Okay.
have fun.
Yeah. I'm not really good at. No, I don't talk to too many people. I'm usually quiet, so
Yeah, these people are all as much of an idiot as I am. So if they listen to me, they'll listen to you. Oh, and if you need to open up another screen, I where I don't know where base went, but there is a way to open up a second screen because she had the screen open, and then I don't know if you could just open up another program, or you can do it from the same thing. You can open up. See, is
how
that
about
did
you know,
you do that, or did
I
did
just
did base and base do that? Because there's a way to open up multiple screens.
now
I
how
I, I
do I
can. I just don't remember how to do it.
now how do I make it like what I'm seeing now, like
Oh, you want to make it bigger?
your
Can you?
logo? No, how it's your logo and when you're speaking,
Uh-huh.
uh, there's looks like a speaker.
Okay, you want to change the size of who's here. Like you want to be on the side and this
Oh, so
thing be big.
I don't have to show my
Yeah,
face.
I got you.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do about that.
How do I do that?
Okay, I'm gonna hit the layout button and do this. I think if we do this on layout button, see that should. Okay, I went the wrong way with it. Can you hit is there a layout option on your side?
Uh,
Maybe like this. That might be better. So now it should give you an option open, but third thing. Go to more, and then layout will be the second one.
it sees mute, stop, stop. stop calm or
No, it should just give you pictures of how I. Here's
reset?
the layout. Look it. Here's me and you just fucking around, right? Then
Yeah.
I go to layout, and it should give you the option of, and there it gives the thing around. It gives you as the main, and then here's you, and then whatever you put by your side. So you should be able to on this one, I think make. Let's see. See this one. See how I'm on your side. You can make that the big thing that's on the left where it normally would be you. You can make that the thing that the image you want, and then you can put your. See my shit. Just turn your camera off. So you have a camera and a mic button. So see there you go. Now that's you,
Okay.
right? So now nobody has to look at if you don't feel comfortable. And then here I'll put my stupid face there. Whoa. And then there is an option to do layouts. And so the layout will just change who's prompted to the front of the screen.
Okay.
And if you open up, you can open up more than one thing. I just don't know how to do it because usually Junie does that. So I'm just kind of here to. I'm not the techie one. Go to start, stop, camera, action. Yeah, there you go. So you get the cam off. Yeah, it depends on what you're using too, right, Junie? Like I'm using an Android, it's gonna have different options set up than if you were using a Mac or a PC, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Present tabs on computer and then share screen. Yeah, make sure. Yeah, there's two ways of sharing the screen, like the whole entire screen or like the thing. Yeah, just make sure your screen you don't have like any naked pictures of your butthole or something. I mean, unless you want those on there. That's. I mean, isn't that the only pictures of your butthole naked? I guess. Can you identify this butthole here, sir? I've never seen that asshole before in my life.
Now I'm watching Nip Tuck, some plastic surgery drama back.
Yeah, plastic surgery on your butt. I would. That's the first place I would get mine done too. I think. I need a butt cheek lift. Hey, do you guys want to use some of your magic and see if we can get this bottle of brandy here? Because I just made the tea with some milk, so I can make like a. Well, I mean, it's gonna be an offshoot of a hot toddy, but I want this brandy. I don't want to drink it with wine at all, and I don't feel like waiting all the way until they're like, oh, maybe up until 8 o'clock. I'm like, just fucking do some magic, get it here. I don't need this. I don't need this. We got that figured out. At least we got. Christopher, at least you got figured out the part where you can turn. Yeah, sometimes I really hate when my. Oh, there we go. I think something's happening here. Bass. Are you talking about where are you at? Got the Harold Finch. Finch. Yeah. Is there some bird reference there? I can never tell how people get into those kind of like I can see like watching a movie and getting like a whole drama filled thing, but I could imagine like that kind of people that watch that shit like weekly, like dude, fucking settle down. And there's always the people that are just like they want to go have coffee and cigarettes every morning, and, like talk around the water cooler about shows like that really are those are the worst part about the television. Like all the things you can do, like crime drama. Ugh, let's talk about the crime that we created with the television itself. Ugh.
Well, I watched the real Anthony Fauci documentary.
Oh, how was that? I heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, and yeah, I got that jump drive.
Did you
There's six other interviews with other doctors too. So
oh nice.
if anybody wants to see it, I'll
Yeah,
try
man.
to upload something on a free a file sharing thing,
Yeah, man.
or
Yeah, did it have a lot to do with because a lot of people when I was reading the reviews they were saying that it did more to make them distrust the entire medical establishment and less to do with Fauci. But like I'm like, well, I mean it's kind of hand in hand, ain't it? Like did they do any interviews with your boy with the PCR test that won the
uh,
Nobel Prize?
yeah, and there was oh they said that yeah, Fauci, he's like a mafia don. We
Yeah.
oh, yeah, and
Like he can be wrong about everything, but he'll just sit there and like what?
if you like I said, found out before his last name means sickle. I mean, sickle maker.
Ah, that makes sense.
Back then, when long 2 years ago, when
Yep,
they
yeah, yeah,
typed
yeah.
it in, yeah, maker of sickles.
The sickles. Interesting.
And there's also the Christine Anderson, who the European member of parliament, Christine Anderson, warning about the jabs.
Uh-huh,
Her name Anderson, like Neil,
uh-huh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's the play of it is always on the major A-list shit. Like as long as you read into the character traits, like you can pretty much know anything you wanted.
and yeah, Justin Trudeau. He's born on the 20th, December 25th. So he's like yeah. I just said yeah. He has a savior complex like that.
Now, do you think, Christopher? Do you think they really have that it built into them, or do you think they're just playing out that role for like, how people are like, oh, I'm gonna take over the family business and be this, and I'm gonna be, they're like, hey, why are you a butcher? And they're like, oh, that's my father's did, my father's father did, or do you think they find value in it? You think like that dude Trudeau, you think he really thinks he's doing something good? Or is he just so under the mind control?
No, I've had experience with narcissists.
Isn't that fun?
Two. One was my friend. He's the weaker narcissist, and Trudeau. My assessment, he's more of a he's a, he's an unaware narcissist.
Ah, yep, yep, yep. Worst kind, man. It's like sociopaths and narcissists that and they especially
Yeah,
get
pathologically narcissistic person.
yeah, and they gaslight the fuck out of you.
Yeah,
But
I
that's see,
recognize.
and isn't that the thing though, Chris? Where they don't know they're doing it, and if
No,
you make anything
yeah,
even pointed out, they're like, oh no, that's not what I'm doing, and they really are unaware, which makes them like closer to sociopaths.
is when two narcissists get together, two male narcissists. They're like two bi-curious guys in denial.
No shit. That's
Because
funny.
when I observed my friend who was the weaker one, uh, and then after came out of the hospital after I cracked my head open back in 2013. Uh, had a subdural hematoma, and yeah, my friend at the time he's the one that uh, he's the one uh, probably he's the one who's told me to go upstairs, and I had a seizure and fell down the stairs
What the fuck?
back then. So when I came out of the hospital, he met the stronger one, and yeah, they use each other.
Damn. Yeah, sounds about right, man. You know what's too, man. Isn't it like most people have these kind of coverts? And I mean, most of them, I would say, most narcissists are under the kind of they have no fucking clue themselves because they've never looked at themselves. They've never studied psychology. They've never and if they were to, they would immediately put themselves outside of that character. You know, they wouldn't even notice. Like they'd be like, "Oh, no, my parents were just giving me tough love, but no, my parents loved me, whatever." And then when they act that a certain way, they don't even realize how they were getting gas lighted their entire life,
Yeah, the
and then they represent that same kind of behavior.
yeah, when you go into a little bit deeper, uh Justin Trudeau. He's been okay. He paid off the uh, some guy. I forget his name, but he was in jail for a while, and then uh, and then he paid. Justin Trudeau paid $10 million for him. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, I mean, when you got family ties, man, like, do you understand? Like, when people are born into certain families, like, you know how easily you get strung along. You don't grow uh, a moral or ethical compass because it was taken away from you. So you've actually been empathy and morality has been removed from you from childhood. So how could you ever make any decision? So your decisions are focused primarily on whether or not you can, you know, like how much money does our family have? That's how you value things based upon how much money can be, you know, gambled, spent, invested.
and like I typed in, he's yeah, he gets paid a cut on the something about the the nanoparticles in in the jab.
Mm-hmm.
Something about that
Uh-huh.
for every Canadian jab. So
Yeah, hey, I don't want to, hey, Chris, I don't want to go too far on that on here just because if I do, then all this shit gets taken down. You know what I'm saying? We only
yeah,
have so many kind of alluding to those things. You know what I'm saying? For this, before I get a fucking, you can't say that kind of shit on here. Oh, but Chris, let me deal with this real quick. F10 said we're all narcissists, and the people that claim not to be are just having a major, are hating the majority. Yes, we all have. Like, okay, it's the Alan Watts bit about the biggest game out today is people trying to get rid of the ego. You can He says you can't get rid of the ego because we don't have one. I say you can't get rid of the ego because you need it. You just need to use it properly. And so in that is saying that if you're not taking care of yourself first, you have to be a narcissist. You have to take care of yourself first. You cannot be in service to others if you are incapacitated. If I have $0, I can give you not one, not two, but $0. So until you take care of yourself first, you have to be self-centered. You have to be a narcissist. If you're not a narcissist to a very small degree and saying, hey, I'm good, I'm fine, I'm lovely, I'm beautiful, I'm, whatever the fuck you need to do, you need to have that first. Above all, I don't care how you like, I don't care how much you, well, I would die for someone, I would take care of, no, you can't take care of some people because you don't have the capacity to. You're going to tell me you got a 350-pound son that is a paraplegic, and you're a 50-pound old woman, and you want to help him get out of bed and take him to fucking take a poop and shower? I'm sorry, you can't do it because it's not possible. So, in the same way, if somebody needs, a couple bucks and you ain't got it, how the fuck are you gonna help them? You can't. So it is in the best interest of the world at large to be service to others, to be self-serving first, to be a narcissist first. But you have to know where to stop. And these motherfuckers, well, they're like, well, if I get $100, I can help out, you know, the two people. And if I get 1,000, and their mentality is like, oh, but as soon as I get 1 billion, I can help out a lot. But now I just need 1 trillion, and they've forgotten all about the beginning and what they're doing. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So narcissism is not bad in a small format. Selfishness is not bad by any means. It's just what do people do with it, how they use it. Hmm. Uh, you can give a bed and a bath. What are you talking about? With a log roll? No, they can't. Jenny, settle down. A 50-pound old woman is not getting a 300-pound fucking paraplegic out of a wheelchair into a bathtub and taking a dump. Stop it. I don't care what you say. Just because you can, you're not a 50-pound old lady, Danny. You're a 120-pound strong woman, and you could probably figure that out because you're intelligible and strong. You don't try to discredit what the fuck I'm saying here, Danny Skylark. I'm trying to make it sound like, oh, anybody can do anything. You just gotta put your mind to it. Yeah, tell your fucking 5-year-old to build me a car that goes 150 miles an hour. Tell them to do that. Tell them to build me a car with no prior knowledge because they don't have prior knowledge. Go ahead, make the tires, make the rims, and go ahead and get back to me whenever you figure that out. And I guarantee they can go through their entire life without have to do it on their own. They're not going to be able to do it without help. No fuck. What are you talking about? Well, I put some proof, but that doesn't. But that doesn't. Oh yeah, so still doesn't change. Still doesn't change the context of what I said. How are you trying to diminish what I just said? Okay, let's go back to the beginning. I need help with I need $1,000. Anybody got $1,000 for me? If you ain't got it, you can't give it to me, can you? And if you do, it's a matter of challenge to um, can you give it up? Would you? So you can't just right off the bat say, hey, you know what? I want some ice cream. I want some ice cream. If you don't have fucking ice cream in your fridge, then you know what? I don't get no ice cream. Sometime you can help me with ice cream when you're in the middle of the Saudi Arabian desert with no fucking air conditioner, no refrigerator. Don't. I really hate when that. I hate when you do that, Danny. It's really disconcerting, and you kind of like like I'm saying something to make sense out of the world. You cut me off at the knees with this kind of dumb, belligerent, childish talk. Who's the, who the, wait, hey Danny, who did you call? You was a Biden bitch. Hey, let me try to the world. Yeah, the world does not make sense. It does not. Let me turn some lights on because I can't see right now. I'll be back. You guys talk amongst each other bed, dude. Your fucking face is my bedpan, Danny. You're not understanding. Why do you do that? You're taking away. Okay, I'm getting rid of that example then. It still didn't solve the problem, did it? Numb nuts. Light me a fire when you're here. Fine. Next time we're hanging out, light me a fire when you don't have anything around you in which to do that with. But it's a flame of the external, or the eternal flame of the heart. Shut the fuck up. Get real with it all. When you do this, it's so fucking, it's so demeaning and depraved to like. I'm trying to explain something, and you're like, well, no, you could actually do it this way. How are you doing, honey? Come on, don't do that. It's really stupid. It really is. Really frustrating. Is Danny done being a schmuck over here? Hey, I know. Hey, you just say dumb shit sometimes. If you've, hey Danny, have you ever accepted you've been wrong or in an argument? We're not even arguing. You're just saying things that make no sense in the conversation. Yeah, I know. Where's reflection? There's fun, Daddy. Why you got it? Hey, why you hate love so much, Danny? Danny, why you hate love so much? Also, I'm just trying to be comfortable. I'm just, ah, shit. Can you guys use your collective magic? Uh, Make sure I don't fucking have to be homeless. Can you do that? I'll be number one, and number two. Can you try to get this brandy here? Because I'd rather have brandy than this wine. Perception. Yeah, Amara, life is easier when people think you're a girl. Yeah, that's for. If any girl doesn't realize how easy their life should be, you've made a fool of yourself. Women, you have played life on easy mode. You just you literally is like, would you like to play a difficult life? And they'll give you options. And like, would you like to play the easiest mode possible? And go, I want to be a good looking woman. They're like, oh, so you want the easiest life possible? Yep. To make your life tragically, disastrously hard, playing on easy mode. Haha, F10. Oh, without question. A young man in society is super difficult. That doesn't matter the color at all either. No matter what your skin color, your race, what do you look like. Being a young man is difficult right now. Young black and male. I would only suggest that more difficult than that is maybe like a multicolored haired masculine feminine doofy dudes. That's got to be really hard because they can't even stand on their own 2 feet. But F10. I mean, that's another long conversation I want to get into, and that I'd rather have. You know, that'd be too much. That'd be too much of a stance to take at this point. But yeah, it's yeah. Nobody gives a fuck about what trauma men have been through. Nobody cares about any man. What the fuck they're going through. They give 2 fucks about you. They don't care about that thing. They don't care about our suffering. If a woman suffers, we're gonna go make sure she's okay. But if a man has any problems, bitch, suck it up. They'll call you a bitch if you cry. They'll call you all. You can't have emotions as a man. Just become a trans. Yeah, that fixes everything. Oh, I know. I'm all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They treat you different, don't they? Even I probably spoke to you different. I mean, no, I kind of speak to everybody the same way. I think you're all fucking lousy cunts. um, yeah. Oh no. And also, like when you're walking around, obviously, if I'm walking around by myself, there's certain things and ways I can be in, and the kinds of people that will interact with me and where I can go. And if I'm walking with certain types of people, there's certain ways and things that I'll be treated. Whether it's if I wear a suit versus this versus a backpack versus okay by myself, if I'm hanging out with a fine ass chick versus just some chick I know from the streets versus a musician versus um, somebody that's new in town versus these are all wildly different interactions you'll have. And I know I always bring it back to this, but I don't know that it happens as you know absurdly as it does in cities that are um, vacation and big. So like New York, you're going to get treated a certain way, maybe a little less so. Chicago, LA, major cities, and then destination cities where who you're around and how you're around them will have a huge imprint on how people interact with you. Small towns, like if in a small town, I mean, it's going to be so fucking obvious. everyone is F. What are you now? F10. Are you? You've already fucked up too. Which one are you? I don't know. Is it? How can? Okay, here I have a question for you. How can someone transition? Is it if they have no clue what a woman is to begin with? Ouch. It's gonna hurt a lot of people. Go ahead and listen to that again. How can you transition if you can't already define what a woman is to begin with? And what would you be transitioning from into? So you'd have to be starting somewhere to go somewhere else to be trans, right? That's an absolute fact. To transition, you have to be here and go there. So you had to be something, but you can't define what you were. And now you can't define what you are becoming. That sounds goofy. I'm all right. Thank you for that one. Yep. Yeah, yeah. Hey guys, how about this? This has been 3 hours, and I want to continue this, but I would like to take a shit. And it'll also give me an opportunity. I'll give other people an opportunity to come through because there's not that many of us here left, and this is fun. But I gotta take a shit, and I do have a couple emails that, well, not emails, whatever the fuck they are. People contacted me. I have to call them back. So let me do this. Let me just go through the rest of your comments. Okay, check it out. It's good to see everybody. 3 hours in. Normally for my base pay, I should be paid about $100 an hour, but I don't know if that will occur today. Whatever. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. If you guys want to show me a little love, respect, support, that'd be really. I'd be very grateful. You don't even need to spend, whatever. You got a nickel, whatever the fuck. You know, do it. It's
Well, see
TSAR
you
capital
later.
XEN. And I gotta, hello?
See you later.
It's good to see you, Christopher.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good to see you, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to come back on here in the next hour or so. Hopefully, I will have my bottle of brandy and I'll put some lights on in here. And you guys have a beautiful day. Remember the rules of life. There are no rules except for these three, which is be nice to other people and also be yourself, because everybody else is taken. And be goofy, be weird, be strange. And if you feel like you have a bunch in life, share that. And good to see everybody. I'll talk to you all soon. Peace out, poop well, and uh, be lovely. Bye, y'all.